Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I don't know if you can tell, but my decor has slightly changed. We're getting a little bit more festive. Usually I like to wait at least until Thanksgiving is over, or like December 1st to start decorating for Christmas, but everyone is decorating and it got me in the mood to at least decorate my vanity. So here we are. Here's my Christmas decor. It's really cute. Also, today's like a super gloomy, like rainy, cozy day. I didn't feel like doing my hair or putting on proper clothing, so I am in my sweats and my hair just looks like that. If I sit like this, it's out of frame and then you don't have to look at my horrific bun. Today's video, I'm really excited because we're going to be looking at Colourpop's new Bare Necessities 30 pan eyeshadow palette and their new brush set. Let's get into it. So let's start off with the brush set. You have 16 brushes ranging from your face to your eyes. It looks like a really nice array of brushes, which I'm really excited to get into. They are vegan brushes, so you don't have to worry about animal hair or anything like that. 11 of the brushes are actually brand new, and then you have 5 that are kind of fan favorite or pre-existing brushes, but it's like a new packaging. It's a pink candle with a rose gold metallic part right here. What is this called? And the piece de resistance is the 30 pan Bare Necessities eyeshadow palette. I don't know what I was about to say there. You guys, me. This is how you'll say perfect. It's beautiful. This is just my soul. If you've been following me for a while, you know I love me my neutrals. I'm a neutral gal. I mean, it's perfect for every day. It's perfect for bridal makeup. Just anything and everything. But if you're somebody who only wears rainbow eyeshadows, look away. In this palette, like I said, we have 30 eyeshadows. It's the first palette Colourpop has done like this besides the Kathleen Lights So Jaded, which I will show you guys kind of like a comparison of both palettes. But this is their first neutral 30 pan official eyeshadow palette. It has a beautiful array of mattes, metallics, shimmers, and it has like this matte with shimmer sparkle formula in here. It's really, really pretty. There are no glitters in here, which a lot of you guys are going to be really excited about, because I know sometimes it's a little bit hard to wear glitters or have glitters in eyeshadow palettes when they're not intended for your eyes. Although I do like the glitters, I do know that they are kind of the least used shadow, and I'd rather replace it with a shadow I know I'm going to use. This one right here is the Kathleen Lights So Jaded eyeshadow palette, which I absolutely love and adore. It's stunning. The colors in here are beautiful, and I'm stabbing my palette with my nail. One of my favorite palettes from Colourpop because it just has really fun colors in here, but also very useful shades. And this is the Bare Necessities. I feel like these two palettes alone I could probably live off of for the rest of my life. Probably. I think it has everything I would ever need. I'm very excited for them to possibly make more 30 pan shadow palettes because it's really convenient, and I love having so many different options, and they're really thin and sleek. You can travel with them, or if you're a working makeup artist, you can put them in your kit without it really not taking up that much space. So I really like these palettes a lot. Each column is actually its own little color story. So this first row right here, it's kind of like this really beigey cool tone, and then you jump into a little bit more peachy warm tones, and then you have your plummy tones, really warm bronzy coppers, and then you have your deep rich dark chocolate browns and a black in there. So you really have a lot of different types of neutrals, not just warm tones. You have plums and cools. I feel like I'm getting really repetitive and saying neutrals a lot. So with all that said, before I get into the eyes, I'm going to use the brushes to kind of apply my bronzer, blush, and my highlighter, just to kind of show you guys the brushes real quick. And then also, not only am I going to do an eye look for you guys today, but I have 3 other eye looks that I've done to show you guys different eye looks with this palette. Wow. Let's just get into it. Let us start with some bronzer, and I'm going to be using the bronzers from the Going Coconuts collection. I think I'm going to take this more warmer one. It's called Coconut Beach. It's a really, really pretty matte bronzer, and I'm going to take the new brush in F21, and we are going to apply our bronzer. I actually quite like this. If you guys don't know, I have like one bronzer brush that is my life, my soul, my lifeline, my everything for bronzer. It's the best brush in the world, honestly, and nothing applies it the same way. But I do have to say, this is applying really nicely. Like, effortlessly blending it. It's very soft. It's not super dense where it's just like throwing product on your face and you have to work really hard to blend it out. It does an amazing, ooh, hello. I actually really like this brush a lot. We're getting warm and toasty in here. My blush, I'm going into my Shy blush in the Faces by Rob Glow palette. And I'm gonna be using the F20 brush. I'm gonna start with like pouncing it on my face just so we can disperse the pigment. For my highlighter, I'm using the E15 brush. It's a larger blending brush, but it's really nice for highlighter as well. Like, I think it's a perfect size. Definitely you can use it in your crease as well, but I'm gonna use this for highlight. And the highlight I'm gonna be using is by Nabla Cosmetics. It's in Amnesia. It's a skin glazing highlight. It's my absolute favorite right now. I'm obsessed with this. My last video, I used it for the first time and that was, I'm sold. Highlighter is literally so magical. Ugh, this brush, great. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to the Faces by Rob palette and I'm gonna take this highlight shade right here and I'm going to take a very tiny amount of this because it is hella pigmented, and I'm just going to pop that right in the center. Right, I think we're ready to move on to the eyes. I've done 3 looks with this palette already that I will be showing you guys. So today, I'm not sure exactly what look I want to create. I need to get a little bit creative and do something different than the looks I've already done. So let me brainstorm for like 3 seconds and I'll be right back. I think the look I'm going to do today is like a Jesi look, something I see myself creating very often, like every time I want to do my eyes. I'm just going to go with the flow and do something. So I'm going to take the E18 brush. It's just like this flat little shader brush. I'm gonna dip into the shade right here. It's called Idle Hour. It's a stunning champagne-y pearl and it's like the perfect brow bone highlight shade. Ooh, oh my god, look at that highlight. This color is seriously stunning. I'm also having a really good brow day today, so it's great. Probably wear that as a highlighter as well. I'm going into the E16 brush, which is a blending brush and it's a little bit smaller than the one that we used for our highlighter. And I am going to dip into this shade right here. It's called Hot Gossip. It's like a nice neutral soft brown. And I'm gonna pop this into my crease as our first transition color. This color is really pretty. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. It's like a really nice in-between brown. And this brush really, it diffuses it, but it also lays down the color because it is like long and more dense. It's not as like fluffy. The bristles don't just flail out. While we're here, I'm taking the same shadow with the E21 brush. It's a smaller little pencil brush. And I'm gonna pop this underneath my lower lash line. Going back to that E16 blending brush, I'm going to take the shade Velveteen, which is like a nice brown matte shade. Place that into my crease, really pack it on the outer part of my crease before I bring it into the rest. I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around, really concentrate the color here, and then whatever's left on my brush, slowly bring it up and into my crease. Again, with that smaller E21, taking the same shade, I'm going to place that underneath my little lash line and smoke it out. Now I'm taking the E17, which is kind of like a shorter, dense little blending packer brush, and I'm going to deepen up my crease even more. I'm gonna take the shade Taboo right here, this one. I'm gonna kind of pack it here and bring it along my lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be putting something on my lid. I'm also taking Taboo on my lower lash line, but mostly on the outer parts. I freaking love this shade right here. It's called Silk Teddy, but I've already used it in the other looks I'm going to be sharing with you guys, so I don't want to use it again, even though I love that and I would totally put that on my lid right now. So I want to go for another metallic. I'm kind of torn between these two. I think I might do this one and just make it a really pretty smoky. Oh yeah. Going into the E3 brush, which is a nice flat brush. You can also use this to cut your crease with your concealer or anything like that. It's gonna be really, really perfect for that. I would go into my finger with the shadow because I know it'll apply better because it's a very creamy shadow, but I want to pick some up and really kind of place that on the inner parts because I know my long nails are not fitting in there, and then we can pack on more with our finger. This shadow is called Prefix, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that. If you wanted this shadow to really pop, you can also wet it, but it's actually going on so nicely with a dry brush. I'm going to take some with my finger and just apply it all over my lid. With the E20 brush, it's a very tiny little shader brush. I'm dipping into Idle Hour, the same shade we use in the brow bone. I'm going to take that and place it right on the inner corners of my eyes. Lastly, I'm taking this shade right here. It's called Baubles. It's such a beautiful color. And I am taking that on the E6, which is a beautiful, like, angled, thin brush. It's going to be really good for your brows or cream liner, powder liner, whatever you want. This is so pigmented. I'm just creating a thin little line on my top lash line with this shadow just to kind of smoke it a little bit. It makes such a difference. Like, this is with the liner and this is without. Just, like, add something. Just waiting to not be orange anymore. I'm really happy with this look. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara really quickly and I'll be right back. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. To finish off my lips, I'm taking the Colourpop BFF3 Lippy Pencil, and I'm gonna kind of fill in all my lips with this first and just take it from there. I'm taking the Huda Beauty matte lipstick in Board Meeting, and hopefully this looks good. I'm obsessed with these lips. I don't wear a lot of like chocolatey brown dark lips, but I love this combo. It is like perfection together. It's so pretty and it looks really nice with the eyes too. Like the browns just complement each other so well. Also, I'm really sorry about my lighting. It's just like gloomy and then a little bit of sun, gloomy, and then just everything is off balance. So this is the final look. I think it's really pretty. My hair is just not cute today, so I wish we could just look at my face, not my hair. Don't look at what I'm wearing either. Just look at my face. Now I'm going to share with you guys the other 3 looks that I did using the eyeshadow palette, and then I'm going to show you guys swatches of all of the shadows on my arms so you guys can see all the shades, and then I will be back to give you guys like my final thoughts and say my goodbyes. Alright, that is everything. I think it goes without saying that I really do love the brushes, and also this eyeshadow palette is definitely one of those palettes that's going to sit on my vanity and I'm going to reach for a lot. I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it for sure. It's beautiful. It's just me. It's just me. I'm a neutral girl and this is the perfect palette for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know if you also enjoyed seeing more than one eye look, like just different eye ideas for you. Obviously, you could do like 500 different million combinations of eyeshadows from this palette, but those are just a few little sample ideas for you guys. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, MAKEUPBYJESI. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you do so before you go. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. With all that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!